Alright, hello YouTube, this is SnowySnivy, and today we are going to play more Katawa Shoujo. But first, I just wanted to get a few things out of the way. First of all, I am a horrible YouTuber. I am so sorry about this. But I kind of realized this after last night while I was playing a game of Town of Salem with these two YouTubers, C-Nanners and Zolrain, and they were freaking awesome. C-Nanners is just a really cool dude, and Zolrain works so hard to get his content out to his viewers, and it made me realize, wow, I have not uploaded stuff in months. I said I'd be getting this Utna review out, but I'm not. I haven't played either one of my Let's Plays in forever. There is something wrong with me. So they made me realize I want to be a better YouTuber. So I'm going to try to be a better YouTuber. And that means I'm going to try and get out more Let's Plays. I'm going to edit that Utna review, god damn it. And I'm just going to try and get more content out to you guys. Even if it's not something I want to do as a career. I definitely don't think I'm going to be a YouTuber as a career, but I want to try and be better for you guys. Even if I only have like 6 subscribers, those are 6 people that like my content, so I'm gonna try. I'm really sorry for the wait, but here is Katawa Shoujo. Alright, so I believe we did leave off while we were about to ask Misha and Shizune a question. We had just seen the male Haruhi Suzumiya and Peter Griffin in anime form, and so let's go ahead and ask Misha and Shizune their question. So we can ask about the library. We can say we got everything we need to know, which is complete bull. Hisao came in knowing absolutely nothing about the school. Or we can ask about Shizune's deafness. This is an interesting one. It seems a bit rude though. So, I think I'm gonna ask about the library. And just to be clear, the one person that commented on my video said that we should aim for the Rin route. And probably anything but the Hanako route first, because that's the one I've already done. Now, I have already done some of the Rin route, and it is freaking amazing. So I'm going to either try to aim for Rin or Shizune, because for some reason I want to do Shizune as well. So I'm going to do one of those two, and at the end of this video I want people to comment and tell me which one they want me to do. Rin or Shizune. I'm already leaning more towards Rin because other people were already saying Rin. But anyways, let's get going. Yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's on the 2nd floor, so we can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something, I don't know. Ellipse. Ellipses. I've just been saying ellipse, it's ellipses. I quickly notice the conversation in the sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Very elegant, Misha. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. It shouldn't be this tired my first day of school. Nah, you're always really tired first day of school, first day of the week, whatever. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Ugh. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Ellipses. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. Ellipses. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh, wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go inside. Or outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out to other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku. Oh wait, I'm horrible. Text history. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? How is that official? Ellipses. Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text read, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medication utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Ooh, what should I make his voice? Hello there, what can I do for you today? He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away as he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard his very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am. It says so on the door now. You can call me by my name or just nurse like everyone else. Of course. I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right. I I'm a new student. My homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congestional heart muscle deficiency, right? Hold on a sec. So I'm not sure if you can hear that, but my dog's got like horrible allergies. Poor guy's scratching himself and look at his paws. Poor puppy. Anyways. He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. This joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file. While he searches for something from under his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you've already had medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins at his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick the ball around. Guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport. Just something I used to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of a cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jump rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. And again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorm, sitting a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels fresh because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before returning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Are you trying to imply something, Hisao? I think he's trying to imply that he's a ladies' man. I don't know. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Oh god, this is where, yes. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The room plates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. Guess there are 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Oh god, Hisao, no! Hello, is anyone here? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. My favorite character. Oh my god. Well, no. Rin is also a favorite character of mine, but a bespectacled old boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he wasn't? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Ugh. Hisao Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand down in a smiling greeting. Almost straight into my diaphragm. Why do I always pronounce it like that? It's diaphragm. I see the R and the G, and I want to pronounce it diaphragm. It's diaphragm. Almost straight into my diaphragm. Sup, dude? My name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? There could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us, and awkwardly as I tried to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. I'm giving him a female voice, aren't I? God damn it. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room. Impersonal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made you your bed. They said if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Kind of hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lay on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in for the entire day today, too. I still am, I think. I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check What is wrong with me? Being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, but after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm, and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once more. I keep drifting further away from the world I know. I like that music. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers across the light gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed at night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that, indeed, it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from the foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others... Wait till you meet Reen. If you think they are crazy, well, Shinji is pretty crazy, but Reen. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. I think Shizune and Misha are pretty normal. Kenji definitely isn't, but he's a special case. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after class, so maybe there are clubs? If so, I wonder if I should go join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Ellipses. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Ellipses. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. Wait, so how did Hisao ask her if Misha wasn't there translating it to Shizune? Did he write it down on a piece of paper? I don't know. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Ellipses. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in a busy time. Maybe you could help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I
don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event and I'm not from this area, so...
She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Ellipses. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud.
Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time.
Ellipses.
Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you can play to win prizes.
The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against the other palm, like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Holy crap! Vampire teacher is scary. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care.
Ellipses. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Hee-chan. What? That's right! Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club?
It should have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair getting up from her desk and slips silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything?
Hee-chan, is something wrong?
Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing.
Ellipses. Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Ellipses.
Yay!
Okay, Hee-chan, perfect!
The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with long hair never came back. Before I have time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks a little annoyed that we only just barely finished all of our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
Ellipses. Yes, it is, Hee-chan.
Impossible.
Really?
Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might actually be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune? I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing. Really? Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing?
No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing. It'll take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I've never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Ellipses. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. Ellipses. You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me unexpectedly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Ellipses. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. My own school, I like to eat outside, near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Alright, and I'm going to stop here. Okay, and, okay, so as I said, I'm going to try and upload videos more often, but I am in college. However, the first semester is coming to an end. Next week is my week of finals, and after that, I have another week where I'm free and all my family members are still at school, at work. So I'm going to be able to at least record myself doing stuff for 2 weeks. However, I'm a very loud person, so when my family is at home, I cannot record. So after that, it's going to be a little harder to record stuff. Even then, though, I'm going to be able to upload stuff, like edit videos together. I just can't record my voice, because otherwise it would annoy the heck out of my family. So with that aside, let's go ahead and save. Let's create a new state. And I'll see you guys the next time I upload a video. Hopefully it won't take months to get out this time. Maybe I'll try uploading sometime this week. I'm at least going to try and get Fate's Day Night out this week as well. So just remember, for anyone watching this, please comment down in the comments below. Do you want us to go for Shizune or Rin? And I'll make decisions based off of that. So I'll see you guys the next time I upload a video. And actually, it doesn't have to be Shizune or Rin. If you want me to do anyone, just comment. Those are just the two I'm leaning towards at the moment. But, okay, I'm gonna leave now. SnowySnivy out.